All right, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. I'm going to talk about my favorite secret weapon plugin that I haven't seen a whole lot of people talking about. That is in every one of my mixes, everything that I work on, and I think it just transforms everything. Which is this Lindell plugin that I got through Plugin Alliance. This is the 6X-500, and I think the biggest problem, especially if you're a beginner or just a musician on a budget, a lot of this music production stuff is super cool and you can do so much from home, but you've got to pick your places that you're spending your money. And the biggest problem is most audio interfaces, the preamps that they come with, are clean and you can get your source into the computer well enough, but there's no life, there's no mojo to it, and if it doesn't have something to warm it up, something to give it that, old school kind of vibe, it just is always going to kind of fall flat. Now, there's a couple different companies that do offer different preamp plugins, and Slate Digital happens to be one of them. They happen to offer two different ones right over here, and these are cool and they work well, and I use them in mixes sometimes as well. They also have a preamp, like a tube preamp collection as well, and these are awesome too, especially on like screaming vocals. I like to saturate it a little bit and all that kind of stuff. These are awesome and they work great, but for just warming up the tracks in general, this just seems to do more for me. And also because it has some EQ and filtering built in on it, I feel like, as far as CPU bang for buck, you can do more with one of these, with just one instance, than with the Slate Digital. You gotta if you want to EQ it, you gotta then open up EQs and yada yada. So at any rate, this is my favorite one. I remember just seeing a thing and it was on sale, and I just thought, sure, I'll give it a try, I guess. And I just absolutely love it. I think it sounds great. The basic settings is you've got a, by default, linked gain, input and output sort of level so that you can get your signal level right, because obviously you don't want to clip. You've got a high boost and a low boost, kind of like high shelf, low shelf, and then you can change, what sort of frequencies that is kind of starting at. So you can start down a little low around 6K, or you can be up super high at 16, which is going to make it very, very subtle. I usually leave it on 10. This is great for vocals to get that breathiness out, or maybe you got a keyboard track or an acoustic guitar that was recorded a little dark. It tends to be a little bit more on the subtle side and a little bit more smooth, which I think is really cool. Low boost, the same sort of thing. You can adjust which frequencies it starts from, either from 30 hertz all the way down there, or you could move it up to 100. This one I tend to not use as much as the high boost. And then you got some filtering. So you got low pass and a high pass, and you can change the basically the frequency, or the harshness of the angle. So decibel by octave. So I tend to kind of leave it on 12, but if you want it to be a little harsher, you can go that way, or a little bit less. And these sound great and they work amazing. So I've got them right now all on the drum channel on this little project that I put together. The drums are terrible not Slate, sorry. They're terrible Reason drums, and I don't use the greatest samples, and I don't know. They are what they are. But I feel like these go a long way to kind of warming this up and making it sound a bit better. So I happen to be using an instance over here on the this exposition. It's just a pad. So for this one, what I was doing is I used a little bit of the high pass, trying to roll off those low frequencies. This is kind of vital for most instruments. You don't want your low end to get cluttered. You want to leave space for the kick drum and the bass down there. And if you get like a buildup of low frequencies, especially from like a pad like this, it's just going to get in the way, cause problems. Boosting the high end a little bit, and I am boosting a little bit of the low end. This is one of those, it might seem counterintuitive. It's like I'm rolling off the low end, but then I'm boosting the low end. This is a cool trick. You know, it's like you want a little more, but in a specific spot, you know, kind of a thing. So, what I'll do is I'll hit play with just those going, and I'll turn the Lindell on and off, and hopefully you can hear the difference, you know, in the mix. All right, well, thanks for watching. This is my favorite plugin. This is one that has gone a long way, especially in other projects that I've worked on with like vocals, to warming everything up and making it more analog and kind of vibey and gelling better. So thanks for watching this video. You know, please feel free to leave comments and thoughts below. And if you like this video, you know, hit like and subscribe. That helps the channel continue to grow. Take it easy. Have a good day.